Hey guys, I'm back and I am making my Vitiligo channel video with my naturopath doctor, and we are going to answer your guys' questions and emails about that we've been just getting piles in of, and try to cover as much of that as possible today and hopefully go over a few extra things. So if you want to stay put with us, then that'd be fantastic. So you all know me, Olivia, the runner of this channel and lemonfreshpledg and whatever else I do. And if you would like to introduce yourself.
I'm Dr. Jerry Weber. I'm a naturopathic doctor. I am nationally board certified, and I'm the one who's helped Olivia.
And how long would you say you've been helping us?
Well, for you, the vitiligo issue has been a couple years, and so what I basically have met you through your mother. And so what we're going to talk about today, I believe, is how this, what we have found through you, what was going on with you. Mm-hmm. And the main thing I'd like to say real quick before we start is I'm not a medical doctor. Okay, what that means is I'm not here to diagnose or prescribe or treat. And what I am is a naturopath, which means I help people with imbalances in the body. And that's what we're going to talk about today with vitiligo. So what we're going to be talking about more is why you and your other viewers get vitiligo. And we're going to get down to the cause of it, and we'll talk about that when you get into the questions.
Okay, we're going to start out with how have you cured it? What did you take? What supplements? Can you tell me exactly what you did? What did Jerry help you with? And what is just basically that?
Okay,
so,
sure. Well, first off, I want to tell all the viewers this. There's not one answer. So when you're saying, okay, what did we do for you, Olivia, might not work for you, the listener and viewer. So what we have to do is, we have been taught, if you want to call it that, Olivia, by the medical community maybe a little bit, that there's one pill for everything. Mm-hmm. You know, there's one pill for this and one pill for that.
Like we're all just one person,
exactly.
We're all the same.
Yes.
And that's not exactly.
It really isn't. It's like fingerprints.
Yeah.
Okay, we all have different fingerprints. Mm-hmm. We all have different nutritional requirements. We have different lifestyles, different diet, different DNA, different environment. Everything is different. So how in the world, with all those different things, could there be one answer?
One generic, a cream, a pill,
no way.
Nothing.
I want to tell you right up front, and you know this because you've been through it, but for maybe all these people, there is not one topical, there's not one laser, and this is all due respect to the dermatologist. They've been trying to treat these symptoms forever topically.
Exactly, and I've been through 2 or 3 dermatologists. One of them, which had gone to school at Mayo Clinic, which is one of the best places in the world to go for dermatology. And she, after a year or so with like UVB treatment, or I think that was it, I can't remember the exact
And one of our questions today was about UVB.
It was, and we'll just go ahead and answer that with what did we take as well. It is not topical, as said, and
absolutely,
it's not on your skin. Your body is trying to tell you something's wrong by showing it through that.
And maybe could I go over there at that a little bit and explain a little bit more? As she's saying, exactly right. This is not a topical disease or symptom, if you want to call it that. This is an internal symptom. It can never be addressed from the outside.
Exactly.
Because with Livia and I have been working together for a few years to get this completely done also. We had it done almost once, and it came back.
Well, it comes back due to the fault of the medicine taker, because if you don't take your supplements, you're not going to get fixed.
Right. And what we're going to be talking about as a naturopath, what I look at is how is all the systems in the body working. And I think your viewers and yourself have already talked about this a little bit. This, first off, is usually considered, or should be considered, an autoimmune disease. Again, I'm not here to prescribe that as saying that that's what, or diagnosing that, but as a naturopath, I look at all autoimmune system diseases. I also look at digestion. I specialize in digestive disorders. That's what I specialize in my work. Almost every single vitiligo client that I've seen, and I've seen many, every single one, including yourself, has had some kind of digestive issues. Now, when you have a digestive issue over a period of time, then what happens is the small intestines, it's an area called the jejunum, that is what gets inflamed. And we can talk more about that.
One of the viewers, I believe, actually said that, and it may have been a different name or something, but they talked about small intestines.
Small intestines, that's
small
correct.
Intestine inflammation.
Yes. And they were correct. That's exactly what happens. And whenever you'd like, I'll go in and explain how this all goes together, whenever you'd like to do that.
So we basically covered that it is not topical, and I'm not just some kid going around like, I know what I'm doing with vitiligo, which I just go off of what I've been told, and you can be told a lot in a couple of years, because that's being as young as I am and being able to know this much about naturopath medicine and how to help myself and other people, and telling them that I have gone through this and that basically I am here to help and he is here to help, and
Yes.
it is not just one small root cause for everyone, and that's basically it. So for this video, that is all we are going to talk about, is what is vitiligo, and we answer that question, and how do you cure it? We basically answer that. So do we want to go into a little bit of what supplements have I taken just for ideas, or stay away from that?
Well, I think we could, but I'd like to add one last thing to the first program, is we maybe, instead of saying what vitiligo is, I think it would be almost easier to just tell them what it is not.
What it is not?
It is not a skin problem.
Not
That's
at all.
the number one thing. The medical community chases it as if it is a problem at that level, because that's where you see the effect.
And it's almost like saying this is not a pen or a pencil. Like you're
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about? That is a pen. No,
That's true. Yeah,
it's not.
you're right. Absolutely. It seems so obvious that it should be skin, and that's why there's so many people who have it that have never had the success that you have got.
And also, it is a little unfair to say that it can't be treated topically, because at one point I did take a yam cream or something that I put on my stomach because it is absorbed in fatty parts of your body. But it's not like you're putting it on your face or trying to do that. It is all about absorption and your body absorbing it.
Exactly. Good job.